Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Flex Appeal podcast. One day, the #1 fitness podcast in the world, but we're not quite there yet. My name is Ryan, and I am excited for today's chat. Today, I have Carl Crezwell. Does anybody actually call you by your first name?
No, Crez. Crez.
So this is Crez.
Crez.
So you have been, you've been around in the fitness industry. How long have you been doing it for?
What, just fitness in general?
So how long have you been fit?
So I've been training, probably gym, like 19, since I was 19.
How long is that?
I'm 43 this year.
You're 43?
I'm 43 this year.
Jesus, I hope I look as good as you and I'm 43.
I've been around a while.
Nice. What originally sparked your interest in fitness? Like, why did you originally start going to the gym and stuff like that?
Well, it all started from just playing football. Football was young.
Mm-hmm. What team do you support?
I'm a Manc.
All right.
Man United.
Okay, good. Man that's the correct side. Okay, yeah, cool.
Then, obviously, you get to late teenagers, like anyone else, you start the gym, you want to look toned, then it just spiraled from there. Then you start going into different ones, CrossFit, here, gym, then it carries on, and you get all the knowledge that you need, and now we do more or less hyper training.
So when you started off in the gym when you were 19, when did you then go, this could be my job? This could be what I do for a career?
So I've always wanted to do it from young, but it's opportunity. So it was time in. Obviously, I've got a son who's 22 now, who I do higher ups with.
Yeah.
So I was a father from an early age. Then I got made redundant when I was about 30.
Yeah.
I thought, right, if I'm going to do it now, I've got all the experience that I need.
Yeah.
I've trained all the gyms. I'm probably the right age. I've quite got a lot of knowledge. This is when I'm going to be a personal trainer.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that's when I probably at the right age went into it.
And you went full 100% into it, or did you?
No, straight into it. It's one of those ones where I think if you want to make it, you've got to give everything you want into it.
I agree with that.
It is. It's not no bit part here, work here, do this. You've got to just give 100% and go all in.
So you didn't have a part. So because a lot of people, I actually was talking to Ethan about this. A lot of people they're very big on do something part time and become a PT at the same time. What do you think about that? Because that's obviously not what you did. You went 100% all in, which is good. I like that attitude. That's how I did it as well.
I think it's how much you want it. And I know it comes financially, you're scared. But if you really put your heart into it, you can get up and running very quick.
Yeah. You
have to be in the gym. So while you're working your part-time job, wherever you are, you say 20 hours. You're working 20 hours somewhere else. Could you really get a client in those 20 hours in that 1 week with a footfall of 4,000 or 5,000 people? You can. You just got to be confident in doing it.
Yeah, and you can't do it if you're working part-time in Tesco's.
No, and everyone that needs to know where you are. So, I understand why people do part-time, because financial, they might have house, family, whatever. But the quicker you can go into it, the better it is for you.
Where did you start working when you first... So you've been a PT for 13 years then?
So I've been at Greenville about 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. Pure gym, straight away.
You were always in Pure?
Pure gym. I looked around. I wanted to work for myself.
Yeah, fine. So, did you go straight into working for yourself? Or did you do hours for Pure Gym first?
I was doing hours for Pure Gym first.
Yeah.
Then probably, I think, 10 months. When I started getting busy and I needed those hours back.
Yeah.
I got to have those hours back.
How many hours were you working for Pure?
Back then, it was, you work 15 hours for them, you don't pay no rent. So that's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
So,
that's 15 hours of your week that's just gone.
So, no, I never looked back since.
Yeah, that's exciting. So what's your favourite thing about being a personal trainer, do you think? Or because you've seen probably a lot of things that have changed.
I've seen everything change.
I mean, I can't imagine. I've been a PT now nearly 4 years. And things have changed in that 4 years.
I've changed, 100%.
So what's your favourite thing about being a coach? Oh, and also, would you class yourself as a personal trainer or a coach?
Coach.
Nice. I like that. What do you think the definition is, or what the difference is?
I think there's a difference between personal trainer and a coach. So a personal trainer is just going to give the basic knowledge of guidance to your client.
Yeah.
Whereas a coach is going to be specific for your needs. You're going to start doing data analysis. So they're totally different.
Yeah. I agree.
So if you used to do high rocks today, I'm not going to personal train you. I need to coach you.
Yeah.
I need to coach you every step of the way to get you to the best performance. So we're going to go into data. So now two difference.
Yeah. Personal trainer is very much in the gym. Hey, welcome to your hour PT session. And I'll see you next week. And then coaching is very much have you done your check-in? Have you weighed in this week?
Yep.
Are you logging your workouts on the app? Yep. Are you doing that? Yeah. So it's a lot more in depth, I think. So yeah, what's been your favorite thing about being a personal trainer? Or sorry, not a personal trainer, about being a coach, but working in the fitness industry, right? Because it changes. Like, you know, you pivot all the time. 1 minute one year you start off as a PT, and then you pivot to a hybrid coach, an online coach, or just a general, fitness coach or whatever, or management, or you go and start working in social media. So what's been your favorite thing about working in the fitness industry?
I'm a face-to-face person.
Yeah.
I like, how can I say it? I like seeing change in people. So I like seeing them start from scratch. Then you look at them a year later. Yeah. And you're like, for me, like, you used to be this. You could call yourself an athlete now. You've seen the changes. You've seen them change their lifestyle. And then they've gone from that to that. And then just lifestyle is just totally better. Yeah. And seeing that change, that's why we do it. That's what makes you happy. And
you don't think you can get that same satisfaction from being an online coach?
No.
Fantastic.
No, 100%,
because you're not physically seeing them in person. You can see the photos of them, but they don't come to you as a bit of a lost puppy, and then a year later, they're smashing out
there is online coaching, and everyone, even myself, I got an online coach. You're not physically seeing them. And when you're doing that check-in and replying through Zoom or whatever, Loom, whatever you call it, it's still not the same. You need to see that person. Because online coach, you don't know what they are. You don't know how they're feeling. You don't know what's going in their life. But when you're seeing them, you get to see the person and what it's all about.
And you pick up more on body language and stuff, don't you? Like I could never. I did a hybrid coach or one-to-one hybrid coach little mini mentorship yesterday, and it was really interesting because it went through how not everybody wants to be an online coach, and not everybody wants to. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the idea of being able to work from my laptop everywhere in the world and being able to go to Bali and still do work and being able to be in Dubai. But
I think it's process what you want.
I don't want that. No. I like the idea of it, but I like seeing people, and like you say, I like seeing the progress. I like actually talking to people and seeing people coming in and having that personal interaction. I think is really important. Which pivots me to, you obviously were a personal trainer, or you worked in the fitness industry during lockdown.
Yes.
What was that like?
Do you know what? That was the scary and the best experience ever.
Interesting.
Scary.
I always say, it's a very sensitive topic for a lot of people, COVID and lockdown and stuff, but I didn't lose any family or friends to COVID.
No.
I was very lucky. I didn't even get COVID. I think I got COVID about a year and a half ago. That was the first time I got COVID. And I was literally just playing video games and streaming on Twitch all day, every day. Like, I had no bad experience. Whereas I know a lot of people did. Horrible, horrendous time for a lot of people. So I do wish I'd worked in a gym at the time. Because I feel like I have the personality to be kind of like Joe Wicks, who I'd love to get on the podcast one day. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
But so what was COVID like, or lockdown like?
So I can remember, like, it was like, you got that announcement. I think it was a Friday.
It was March 29th, I believe.
Was it? It was, yeah. And they're announcing lockdown. So when they announced lockdown, okay, it was like, where'd you go? You're self-employed.
Mm-hmm. Like, so you were self-employed at the time,
I was self-employed. I said, where's my income going to come? So obviously, that's that scary point. then at the same time, you've got all your clients that kind of rely on you. Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do? How are they going to be affected? So what I did, I sat down and I was like, okay, I'll put a structure and plan.
Yeah.
And it was quite good because I was working for Pure Gym and F45 at the same time.
Right.
Back then.
Yeah.
So a bit like Joe Wicks. So all my clients, I had 6 o'clock in the evening, 7 days a week I did it for a whole lockdown, 1 hour a day. Did it live on Zoom, did a HIIT workout. I got everyone to order a couple of bands and dumbbells. What? They loved it.
Yeah.
They loved it. Every day, 7 days a week they got to see me, got to speak to them 7 days a week. And I did it on the first lockdown, and I did it on the second lockdown. And not being funny, for myself, I had unlimited training as well. So I started my garage up, put a gym in there.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Training 2-3 times a day. Yeah. So I was like, okay, there was nothing, in the end, I wasn't even stressing. In fact, I wanted the lockdown to carry on. Okay, I enjoyed it that much.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was quite good.
Fine. So, but you didn't find that did you find that you had to change your business up quite a lot? Obviously, like you say, you did the whole 7 days a week, hour in the evening, that was different. But when you then came back, did you take any of that into your current business?
So into training. So I started during lockdown. I've done a bit of running before. Yeah, I did a couple of halves. But during lockdown, that's all I could do. And obviously I had a little bit of weights. That is when I started getting into running properly during lockdown.
And now you regret your entire life choices. Yeah, so understandable. Yeah.
That's where it stemmed from. Yeah. So when I carried it on, I looked at the demographic, what's happening. All of a sudden, not everyone learned they don't always need to be in the gym 24/7 to get regular exercise. So all of a sudden, everyone started walking to get exercise. Not every single person.
Yeah, but a lot of people.
Started walking. Yeah. Then everyone started doing 5-10Ks. Then they've gone back to the gym. Yeah. And then they're all of a sudden doing weightlifting because they want to tone it up, but also they're still keeping the running going. Yeah. Then Hyrox started coming along. Near enough, like a year later.
Is that actually when Hyrox started coming out? Is it?
Someone's gone, what's the 2 biggest communities? Running's a big community. Yeah. So is the gym and weightlifting. We just put the 2 together. There's your Hyrox. Wow.
Do you know what Hyrox actually means? Hybrid. Do you know it means hybrid rock star?
They say that whether it does or not. I don't know.
So this is a really interesting question that I've asked at least all of the fitness people. I asked Ethan on the Christmas special, and then I've asked a lot of the other fitness people who have come on the podcast. You know, we talk about what big trends are and how, like, what's your least favorite fitness trend? Ethan said Hyrox. I'm going to get him to do one. I think it's going to happen. But a lot of people think it's not here to stay, and it's very much a quick trend that's really good fun. But you're obviously a Hyrox king. You love it.
I love it.
You love it. You live it. You breathe it.
I tell you, it's here to stay for a long time. Yeah. And I'll explain why. Forget about the Hyrox events. Let's talk about hybrid training. So, unless you're a CrossFitter and something different, or Olympic lifter, I'd take that. We're talking about the general public here, the ones that go to a commercial gym. Everyone wants to look good. Fact. That's a fact. Obviously, no one wants to be overweight or whatever. Yeah. Everyone wants to be fit. But not everyone has got all the time in the world. So, like, for example, you've probably done a gym cut where you go and train in the morning, then you're going to go on a Stairmaster in the evening. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people still do that. But they're not going on stage. They ain't going on stage.
But they bloody well train like they are.
But they stay like that. Yeah. So if you have a look at what they do, look at our Stairmaster or whatever, when they do their gym for an hour, it's 2 hours a day. Whereas hyper training covers a whole lot in 1 hour. And you only have to train 5 hours a week, 5-6 hours. I only train about, don't get me wrong, I'm training all the 7 hours a week. People think I train hours and hours and hours. No, I don't. But you cover strength, you're going to be fitter. And not being funny, everyone in a commercial gym, no one wants to, it's fat loss.
Yeah.
It was true. So if this hybrid's covering all those things, you're going to get strong, you're going to get fitter, and it's going to keep the weight off. Why wouldn't you hybrid train?
That's a very good point.
So I don't understand. And you're not breaking yourself, and you're doing it in less time.
You're training so much more efficiently.
So exactly. So for example, I'm not everyone. If you was to do a training session for an hour, your weightlifting, probably what, 400 or 500 calories, give or take?
Yeah.
600?
Something like that, yeah.
If I ran 10K in 50 minutes, what I do, that's 900 calories.
So you're already, you're already more efficient in the calorie burning outside of things.
So, and then when it comes to nutrition.
Yeah. Everybody's sore point most of the time.
Everyone's got a sore point.
Yeah.
80-20, I'd probably do it 80-20. And that 20% I get to enjoy myself. Where if you're in that kind of bodybuilding world, it's like, you've got to eat clean. It's all about nutrition. There ain't no leeway. And it's a vicious circle. So like in me, I'll probably stay the same weight. My body doesn't really change all year round. I'm not in that cycle. That bodybuilding is in that cycle.
I think a lot of people are in that. A lot of people who don't even have any interest in bodybuilding are in that cycle.
That's why you get January's peak. Everyone yo-yos.
Yeah.
But if you go and see somebody who's doing high rocks and ask them the same question, do they yo-yo?
No.
No.
But do you also think that's because they've got an event booked? If they're a high rocks athlete, not just doing it for the hybrid athlete.
But the thing is, everyone's just seeing hybrid high rocks. No, it's just a way of training.
Well, there's lots of other ways, lots of other races as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like it's not just high rocks is not the only.
That's not the
hybrid athlete thing that you can do. But I think that a lot of people are stuck in this cycle of because a lot of personal trainers are, they qualify in 8 weeks now. A lot of gyms do the academies. And then you work for them. They qualify in 8 weeks online. They don't even have to go and see another person. They haven't got the knowledge. And they end up giving their clients nutritional programs or something along those lines. And they say, right, well, you've got to cut now. Okay, cool. So we've cut for 14 weeks. We're now going to bulk. And they don't want to go on stage. They've got no ideal of going on stage, but they are training as if they are going to be a bodybuilder. Yes. Because that's how a lot of PTs anyway, see training and see fitness and nutrition is, right, we're going to cut. We're on a bulk. We're maintaining. All right, we're going to cut. So you're going to get on the Stairmaster, right? So you need to finish off with Stairmaster. I've done it with my clients before. Yeah. Like you say, fitness is always evolving. My business is always evolving. So that's something that's changing for me. But yeah, I think, and also when it comes to nutrition, and I talked about this with Ellie, the first episode we did, that I think nutritionists should be a protected title in the UK. I don't think you should be able to give nutritional plans to somebody, like very, very specific nutritional plans to people, unless you're qualified.
Unless you're qualified, it's about giving them a guidance.
Yeah.
So for me, I would give them a guidance of their macros.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a giving of their macros. This is how much meat you should recommend, how much carbohydrates, how much fats you should recommend. How you make your meals now, that's not down to me.
Yeah, I'm really so glad you've said that.
That's really down to you. Yeah. But you should be in this. I'll be like, and it's kind of education. You need to look what's going in it. And then they got to take accountability of their self. So that is, in my opinion, the most perfect way to be a coach. Yeah. Unless you're qualified. So I'm training to be a nutritionist at the moment, which is why I'm so hot on it. Is I see a lot of PTs qualify in 8 weeks, and then they've got their app, right, and it's got meal plans on it, and it'll tell you exact recipe books, meal plans. This is what you should be, and then they'll assign that to a client, and they'll usually assign that to a lot of the same clients. From my experience. And so macro guidance and stuff like that, I love. That's really important because as a coach, you should be guiding them with everything, right? But so that's just another thing about nutrition, I think. So when you, talking about high rocks, you've obviously done a lot of high rockses. Yeah. What was your favourite experience so far? When was your first high rocks, actually? Have you gone abroad for them yet? Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Berlin last year.
Oh yeah, I saw your Instagram story. To be fair,
Best
about
one, the best one.
that was the one that KSI and Logan Paul did, right?
Yes. The best one.
That was the best one you've done.
The best one we've done.
Why was that the best one?
I've done all the UK ones.
I mean, it was in an airport, wasn't it? It's a pretty cool setting.
It was in the airport, the old airport, and just you're so used to running inside, the laps inside, and to run outside around the plane, outside. I think that experience of just being there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible.
What was your what was your first Hilux? What, London, Cardiff, Birmingham? Yeah.
Birmingham. Obviously, it was the first one of the season.
Yeah.
Naive to it.
When was that?
3 years ago.
So 2023?
And I was probably, naive. I'll do pro for my solo.
You did solo pro for your first ever race?
First one.
Oh my God. I don't think I would ever do a solo, let alone a solo pro.
But like I said, I was the same for, like most people when they do their first Hilux. You train for it, but you know into the day.
Well, yeah, exactly. You can do all the training and then...
all the training.
Yeah.
And I got humbled. Probably the worst experience of my life.
Yeah. Pro is tough. I think I'd only ever do a doubles. I would do a Hilux. I'm absolutely down to do a Hilux, but I wouldn't do it on my own. I don't think.
I think it's not about the time. Obviously the time is...
Me would be getting out of it alive.
I think is, can you hold your own and do the best you can? And is that what you want to challenge yourself for? That's what it's about. What is your own challenges? It's individual. It's not about, there's too much about it. Should you go sub 60 or whatever? There's top elite level athletes there. The average individual is not going to be at there, but can you do well? Can you get through it? And as soon as you just challenge yourself.
It's a personal challenge, isn't it? I like that.
Challenge.
That's so important because I think, especially with social media, it is very much I want to impress everybody else.
Yes, you need to take that away.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at the average. The average person works a 9 to 5 job. You haven't got all the hours in the world to be training.
You're not a professional athlete.
You're not a professional athlete. You're not getting sponsored to do it. You got to be realistic about your own targets, not looking like, really, am I going to get a sub 60, 55? Am I going to do that on my own? Realistic. Am I going to be a 350-kilometer runner at every single? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. But I can still I can hold my own. I can do well.
But you can set your own challenge and go, well, I want to hit this, and that's why I'm doing it.
Yes.
Not for external gratification.
No.
For internal gratification. I like that. That's very important. I think that's getting lost in the ether at the moment.
It's got lost. Where you, if you go on social media, what you got is top end people posting. That's what comes up.
Yeah.
But if you actually go to an event, then not everyone's top end. They're more just the average person. But those average person, because they're not posting enough, it doesn't come up on the Instagram. So you only see the top end athletes, and that is what the difference is. So when people look at it and go, I never do Hilux. But if you actually go there and see the people that actually do it. We're just average people, just want to do well. So,
do you know, actually, as a caveat to that, I think that's the right word, is when I ran the marathon last year, I pulled my adduct to six miles in, got to Cutty Sark, and I was limping the entire time. Got over Tower Bridge, 13 miles, and then that was it. I was limping the rest of the time, basically. There were 57,000 people who did the London Marathon, some of which did it in 2.5 hours. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Eliud Kipchoge, I think actually he came second, but you see all of the people, the people who try for sub 2 hours and all this stuff. But the 57,000 people who did it, they were doing it on their own back. I've got a friend who walks a marathon around London for Crystal Palace every year, and he walks a marathon in 8 hours. Right. So it's totally and utterly possible. Right. But so many people will say, well, I can't do it because you can't do it in 2.5 hours. I've seen something, a stat. I love a statistic.
Someone was talking about I can't remember who it was, to run a half marathon. This person thought you should be running a half marathon in an hour and 50. Hour and 50 minutes to 2 hours. That's a very good time.
That's an insanely good marathon. Half marathon.
Good time.
Yeah.
But the average person that does a half marathon is something like 2.5 hours. But you don't see that.
Yeah. It's not entertaining. It's not interesting enough. And again, we talked about this in a previous episode, in episode 1. Ellie said, well, people don't record their zone 2 runs. They don't record their stretching and their their prehab stuff.
No.
They don't record all this. They don't upload it. They do upload their sprint 5Ks where they're doing 5K in 15 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
They do record their threshold hour-long runs where they're running, 15K in nearly an hour, just over an hour. They do record that. That's what they record. But they don't record all of the other stuff. No. So nobody sees it. And you don't realise, out of those 57,000 people who did the marathon last year, not every single one of them ran it in 2 hours, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I know very many people who did it in 6.5, 7 hours.
Yeah, of course.
That is such... And people are put off by that.
What was the average for the person statistic on who... Have a look. It's got to be about 5-6 hours.
Let me have a chat GPT.
Yes. 5 hours average time?
I reckon that's going to be about average.
5.5?
What's the average time? Ooh, what's ChatGPT saying? 4 hours 30 minutes to 4 hours 45. The average marathon finish time is around 4:30, 4:45. For beginner runners, it's 5 to 6 hours.
There you are.
So, and that's the 5 to 6 hours for a beginner runner is that it's a bloody long time to run. By the way, have you done many marathons? You've done a lot of halves. Which marathons did you do?
I've done Manchester twice and Brighton.
Which one? Oh, did you like Brighton? It was very hilly.
No.
Apparently, it is quite the challenge.
Worst experience ever. Worst experience ever.
So 5.5. So realistically, for a beginner runner, it's 5.5 hours.
And how many beginners? Because it's like first come first serve. It's a random pick for London. How many beginners are there in the London Marathon?
Yeah,
it's going to be more than the light athletes.
Wow, let me have a look. What was the average time for the London Marathon 2025? I definitely brought that average down because you get good for age and stuff like that. So the average finish time for men was 4:25 and for women was 5:01. So that means out of 57,000 people, you had a couple finish it in 2.5, 3. The majority of people would have finished it post 5 hours to make it that average.
There you are.
And I think that, but again, I follow this girl, her name's Charlie. She's doing the London Marathon for the 3rd year in a row. And I think I've even annoyed people that I'm doing London 2 years in a row.
It's annoying.
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it.
It's so hard to get in.
Especially last year, 1.3 million applicants. Yeah. And I think 10 years ago it was 100,000 or 70,000.
Why? Shall I tell you why?
Social media?
More people got into running. More people have got into running now. A lot of people, compared to 3 years ago, you ask anyone that started running and wants to do things, something like that, they're out there now.
So yeah, exactly. Well, this is the thing with this Charlie girl is she's running for charity because I think her mum passed away, which is a lot of the reasons why people run marathons. But she isn't trying to be a 2.5 hour runner. No. She's not trying to even portray that. She's a very slow runner. Yeah. She enjoys running. But I think going back to the whole High Rocks thing as well, is it's very unrealistic expectations that people set of themselves. They go into it and they go, wow, we should be able to do this in this. I put for my London Marathon last year, my finish time I put 3:30.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
That was my predicted finish time. This year I've done 4:35 hours.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
But because
the winter training, it's exciting when you book it. A lot of people don't really get going
till now.
Till after Christmas. It's too late then. You got to start the groundwork before Christmas.
Yeah.
You kind of have a break for Christmas to eat and drink when you're on. And all of a sudden, you got 14 weeks, 15 weeks left. And you're thinking, I've got to get a shift on here.
Yeah, now I've got to put the effort in.
All of a sudden, you're accumulating a lot of miles. That's when the injuries come in. Because you're pushing your body more than it is. Then you've got to take into consideration, everyone gets ill in January.
Yeah, it's January.
Everyone.
Yep.
Without doubt.
Yeah.
Then that's a week setback. Then you've got to feel like you're catching out, you're pushing out. It's hard to do, man.
So this is what I was saying, is I've really underprepared for this year. Though saying that, I feel much more confident for this year than I do for last year, but I've now hurt my knee.
Yeah. So that's the setback.
Yeah. So which is going to be a setback, because I wanted to run today. No chance, can barely walk. So, injuries, people pick up it. So you work in an industry, because you don't just work with new people in the gym, like you work with people who want to do these things now.
Yes.
Is that what you say your customer profile was? Your ideal client is a not advanced, but experienced?
Already a gym goer.
Yeah. Not someone who wants to start the gym tomorrow. That'll be their first time in the gym.
No. So mine would be already a gym goer, but they want to improve. They want to do the best they can, or they want to train for an event. So that's kind of going to be my demographic.
And you work with a lot of people who want to, like you say, they want to be better and stuff. So you probably deal with people who potentially get injuries?
Yes. So
What's your advice for when someone injures himself, especially on a prep like this, on a build up to an event? I'm stressed.
So, like, for me, obviously I'm a sports massage therapist as well. I learned the hard way. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to get into it. It's a lot of hammering on the legs, knees, ankles, hips. Constant. You're pushing. And it's a psychological thing. You feel, if you've got a niggle, sometimes you want to power through it, but you're actually making the situation worse.
Yeah.
And a week setback, you're going to lose a great deal in a week. But if you carry on, 8 weeks is even going to be worse. You've got to learn to rest.
Yeah.
Don't power through it. Go and sort it out. You are going to get tweaks. You are going to get strains. That's part of it, because you're pushing.
Well, you're putting a lot of effort into your body, a lot of strain for your body.
Everything's a lot of effort. But also, you've got to look after yourself. Like, if you've got a tweak, or go and sort it out. Don't power through it, because it's just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Then that's when you start getting down. If you're injured for a long period of time, your knees start hurting, then you're stopping what you want to do. So always get it sorted. It's
the shoulder injury in the gym when it comes to lifting normally.
Yeah.
So it's the most common injury you can have, is just a little niggle in the left shoulder, right? And you keep shoulder pressing, you keep pushing through it, you're progressively overloading, and then about 2 weeks later you're like, I can't do that because I can't do that.
And another thing, everyone's done it before. The warm-up and stretches, can you tell me you do them, you put that effort in as well as your training?
Yeah, I think
that's a big thing. We ignore that, and we just go straight in the deep end.
Yeah.
And if that, you're just gonna get injured.
And I think that again is it's not the glorified part of training.
No
people
one
see the heavy bench press. They see people hitting 3 plates.
Yeah.
But they don't see the amount of warm-up sets they did beforehand. They don't see the resistance band exercises they did beforehand. They don't see what they were doing before and afterwards.
Yeah. All that's cut out. And more people need to see that bit to stop them going, like, for example, you're not going to go into a threshold sprint straight away.
Yeah.
You're going to have to stretch. You're going to have to stretch your hips. You're going to stretch your calves, quads, hamstring. We're going to fire out your glutes. You're going to do a 2K warm-up. Then you're going to be going in.
Yeah.
You're going to go straight in. And people don't see that.
But I think the thing is, as well, is a lot of people forget about recovery and rest is as, if not more important than training itself. Yeah, absolutely.
So i.e., like, I don't train 3 hard sessions on the bench. So I'll go 3 good sessions, day off. 3 sessions, day off. So I have that good recovery. You can't improve. You got to recover, because you can't
train every single day.
No one can train 5 days in a bounce and have 100% great session. So you got to have that break. You have to.
Have you Have you got any advice for people who, going from the warm-ups and stuff like that, have you got any advice for people who want to start doing high roxes or just becoming a hybrid athlete? And I will use the word hybrid athlete. Do you think that, have you got any advice for them?
So the only way I can say it is my starting point was, I say 4 years ago, probably. If I give you an example, you haven't got a starting point. But I was just the same as you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can run marathons, half marathons, do high roxes. I just trained for a 5K once. I just trained for a 10K. It was just the same. I was just the same. I just started earlier. So you just start small. You know, get yourself a coach, get yourself a program. Even if, like, which is quite popular, Couch to 5K.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Just little bits of running, just a little bit of weightlifting. There isn't a time frame.
Yeah.
There ain't no time frame to do anything. It's just build
in your own time.
In your own time. And when you feel you want to progress, you'll start progressing. There's no time frame to nothing.
And what about coaching and being a personal trainer and being a business owner? Because that is what it comes down to at the end of the day. What's your experience been like with coaching, PTing, business owning throughout your 10 years of being a personal trainer or being in the fitness industry? Highs, lows, goods, bads.
Well, anyone who is self-employed are always going to be, okay, you're never going to be relaxed.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. What does that mean?
No one knows that, because you never know what can happen. So you always get those ups and downs, you build yourself. A client ain't going to stay with you forever.
Yeah.
But they carry on. It's how you make it, or where you want your business to go.
It's your business at the end of the day.
It's my business. It's my business. It's what I want to do, where I want to go, how long I want to do it. And I think the most important thing is, if you stop enjoying it, then it's game over. I think there's no point doing it if you're not going to enjoy it. So when I go into that gym, I enjoy what I do. So my clients are going to see me. I'm always laughing and joking. And
you can hear you from the other side of the gym.
So I think as long as you enjoy it, you still keep learning. You got to carry on learning. Yeah. Don't just be comfortable.
Well, this is why you did your sports massage course.
That's what I'm saying. Then you go on to the next step. You can still learn about everything. There's still more to learn. You can learn off other people, and you're still enjoying. You're still working hard. I think there ain't a time frame. So I couldn't tell you, I'm 43. I can't tell you, I could be a coach for 1 year. I might just say, I don't enjoy it no more. I could be another 10 years. It could be another 20 years.
Yeah.
No one knows. But at the same time, there's everything's in the pipeline.
Just give me 1 sec. Oh, your mic is still working. That's fine. I'll cut that bit out. I couldn't see the light. Because I think that's the thing when it comes to business is you can't enjoy every single second of it. Don't get me wrong. You are never going to, you're never going to, and again, that's an unrealistic expectation. You're never going to go into business and enjoy every single aspect and every single thing about it. But it's the overall enjoyment of what you're doing and what you're producing.
Correct.
Not gives you dopamine, but I guess it does give you dopamine. It gives you that, I actually quite enjoy that. Yeah. And that's good crack. So if someone was starting out in the fitness industry, they started out tomorrow, they've done their qualifications, what would be your advice?
Don't be naive. What you think you're going to earn is nowhere near what you're going to earn. Nowhere near what you're going to earn. So, like, I've seen it where it's probably you can earn up to 40 grand a year. Absolutely not, mate. You'd be lucky to hit 10 in your first year. You might have 6. No one knows you. Don't think people are going to pay you this, when you don't know anything. Yeah. Learn. You got to be around people, and you have to show your personality. If you hide away, see you later.
Yeah, I think that's
personality is a big thing.
I think that's because people don't buy the personal training. They don't buy the program.
No.
They buy you.
Yes.
And they buy into you. And I like to pride myself on my client retention, because I've had clients who've been training me for 3 years.
Yeah, I've had my 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6, 7,
exactly.
yeah.
And they buy into you as a person.
Correct.
And I think that you need to get to that point where you're comfortable with who you are and know what you're offering, but also just being you, not putting on a face.
No, because we personal trainers, we're not the same people. You know, you probably know a lot of stuff that I know, but we're two different people.
Yeah.
People are going to buy into me. People are going to buy into you. I'm not looking at your business and thinking I want to be you. I don't want to.
I wouldn't blame you if you were.
Here we go. And you're not going to be me. And I think what a lot of new people go, oh, he's doing well. I want to be like him.
Yeah.
But you're forgetting who you are. Stop training, because no one is going to buy it. No one's going to buy that. People buy you.
Yeah.
And you've got to be there in the gym for people to buy you. Classes. If you're going to do classes, you've got to show your personality in the class.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's going to come from. Word of mouth is word of mouth.
If people like you, they're going to tell their friends about you.
Of course you are.
That's
and that's
the
where
important
you start building from there.
Because you've got a lot of these. I can't even tell you how many Instagram messages I get per day. Which, hey Ryan, are you doing all of your content yourself? Hey Ryan, I help coaches scale to 15K a month. It's like, oh great, I'm sure you do. Living in Dubai,
I have a billion of them.
My message requests are crazy
All the time.
all the time. So, is there anything else you wanted to bring up about anything in the fitness industry, anything in high rocks or hybrid athlete training? Would you call it a hybrid? So you call it hybrid training, but would you describe yourself as a hybrid athlete? I would say you're an athlete.
Yeah, but not athlete in. I can hold my own. I'm an athlete to myself, not an athlete in competing with.
You're not competing
with everyone else.
Do you think that's what's actually really good about high rocks?
Yes,
is it's not a competition. In a way, I know, because everybody gets a medal. Well, everybody gets a patch.
Yeah.
It's not a 100-meter dash of first, second, third. It's not a competition of like a football league. It's not like that. It is very much I don't know if they would ever bring something like that in, or if there is something like that.
For everyone that's done high rocks, individual or solo, doubles or singing, it's not about the time, but you completed it. It's not easy. You still got to run. If you walk, you still got to work like 8, 9K. You still got to do the skier. You still got to push that sled. You still got to do all the functional station. You still got to get to that end. So you deserve that patch.
Absolutely.
You deserve it. Well, it don't matter how long you take it.
Yeah, you're competing against
1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. As long as you do your best on the day, you deserve it.
Yeah, I agree.
You've earned it.
But there's no competition. Like I think, that you kind of hit the nail on the head about being an athlete. Is you're an athlete, but only because you can hold your own against yourself.
Yeah.
You're not competing with anybody else.
No.
There is no.
No pressure to do it.
Do you not see yourself as competing with other people in a non-toxic way of you're a very high-performing person in a way of you're a good business person, you've been doing it a long time?
So I'll give you an example. I got my lot, my friends, and it's friendly banter between us lot.
Yeah.
It's not like, say for example, when we went to London, a couple of my lot got a better time than me, actually. But we're all in it together. And it's that, and we support each other on the day. We all wanted each other to do well.
Yeah.
It's just friendly banter, but there's nothing serious where we're going to break our neck to beat the other person or anything, because we all support each other. So you're just an athlete. You're yourself at the end of the day.
And that's because there's a lot of motivational speakers and a lot of people who say, well, you're always competing against other people. You're in competition for clients. You're in competition for getting the faster time. You're in competition for this. I don't agree in a way of, I don't agree with it in a toxic way. I do think that you always want to compete against yourself to be a better version of yourself.
I will compete against myself because I want to stay on the top of my game as long as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put, that little bit of pressure on myself where you cannot do. But when I go to an event now, all the people that athletes, competition that know me, or I know them or whatever, when it comes to that day, they'll be supporting you.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're supporting you. That's what it's all
Nobody's
about.
booing at high rocks.
No one's booing, no one's judging. When you're in that cave and you're like dying, you've got the support of everyone. You'll get the support for everyone. And that's the bit people don't see at high rocks. You get the support.
Yeah. That's what I found with doing the marathon as well last year. Is I felt so good.
Yeah,
I was literally in tears. I couldn't lift my leg more than like 6 inches off the floor.
But you had the crowd going.
Oh my God, yeah.
Support, and that's what gets you through it.
I was still giving it back because there were people saying, "Oh, I love," because I dyed my hair orange. They're like, "Oh, I love your hair," and I was like, "I'll dye your hair if you want." Like, do you know what I mean? Like having a good clap with the crowds. That's what brought me
That running
through.
community is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. The amount of that's what I'm actually excited for this year.
Yeah.
Even if I have to walk a lot of it because I have injured myself.
Yeah.
Who knows? But no matter. Again, I don't care about the time. I just enjoy the fact that I'm going to do it, and I'm raising money for a good cause. So yeah, that's kind of all I've really got for you in terms of having a chat. Have you got anything that you want to bring up to the hopefully millions of listeners to this podcast one day?
Yeah, just enjoy what you do. There's no pressure. There ain't no enjoy training, coaching, enjoy it, work hard.
Have you ever heard?
And you'll get the rewards. What you put in is what you get out.
Absolutely.
That is what it is. If you're not going to put it in, you're not going to get nothing out of it. And that goes with coaching, and that goes within your training. So that is it. There ain't no in between.
I think that's a very good life lesson anyway. What you put in is what you get out.
What you get out.
With literally any situation in the entire world, you can apply that.
Yes, 100%. Put in the hard work, you get the reward. It don't matter how long it takes, you'll get that reward.
I agree. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. And thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe, follow, like, review. I have no idea how this works, and we're episodes in now. But thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you watch the next episode, and we will see you in the next episode.